Oh my God, Aquarius, my gorgeous Aquamarini, I'm not being funny, but the only way for me to describe the month of January to you is the direct opposite of the actual tower, okay? So on one hand, you are going to have absolutely incredible, really amazing experience, but then on another hand, that particular experience which you are going to have, it's also going to make you tap into something you've never tapped into before, and that in itself means that a whole new energy it's about to enter your life. This is brilliant, and the fact that you have 1634 as the actual numerology number, this is a very, very positive sign that by the end of the month of January you are going to make a life-changing decision. This life-changing decision which I'm talking about, it's something that you did not think about before, something that was not on your mind, something that hasn't entered your journey just yet, but most certainly and most importantly, this is going to happen by the end of the month of January. So this is going to be incredible because this month it's actually going to be full of surprises. You see what I mean? By the end of this month, you are going to make a life-changing decision. But right now, as we speak, you don't even know what this is going to be. So this is gonna be absolutely brilliant. And an important stage to pay attention to, it's gonna be especially in between the 17th and the 25th of January 2024, where something really, really kind of interesting is going to take place, but that in itself is going to provide you with important answers, okay? And important answers that I'm talking about, it's to do with something really specific which is gonna be bothering you at around that time. But all this is going to be leading slowly but surely you making the most important decision of your entire life, which is going to happen right at the end of this month, my gorgeous Aquamarini, indeed. And also, what else I was going to say, when it comes to like a nutrition and when it comes to health, please keep on taking a natural B vitamin supplement if you possibly can. Please keep on taking natural B vitamin supplement, preferably in a liquid form, and it has to be without any unnecessary chemicals and any unnecessary ingredients, okay? And all these B vitamins needs to be made in a natural way, no synthetic or never synthetic basically. So this is what you need to remember, and to keep on taking natural B vitamin drops if you can every single morning. This is going to help you with your stress, this is going to help you with your like energy levels, but it's also going to help you with your entire digestive system, my gorgeous Aquamarini, which has been rather sensitive for quite a while now. That in a combination, keep on taking organic moringa powder and keep on screaming from the rooftops, my gorgeous Aquamarini, to keep on taking organic moringa powder. My God, not only there is a ridiculous amount of like a nutrition that you get with this powder, but it's also like so important when it comes to cleansing your system. This is something which is going to be really necessary for you to clean your system, but also at the same time to get as much as you possibly can vitamins and minerals and nutrition in general in the natural way. Keep on taking moringa powder, and this is also going to keep on kind of re-energizing you, my gorgeous Aquamarini, as well. But also in terms of health, you know, I'm really liking this quite a lot because you are most certainly going to turn the new page, a new leaf from the beginning of January. I can see that you are going to take your health really seriously, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you're not taking your health seriously, but now you're turning the new page, and it's all gonna start right at the beginning of January when you are so inspired by somebody who is already in your life, like who is super healthy, super fitness conscious, super like paying attention to nutrition and all these things. So however this is going to reflect on you, this is brilliant. You really need to go with this flow, because this is going to be the magical time of your life. Every single time when you feel like a very strong need to start like a new, you know, like health journey and things like that, maybe you are already like, you know what I mean, like exercising and things like that all the time, but then that means that you're gonna maybe start doing something else, or maybe you're gonna start doing something different, something differently, for example. However, I do like it a lot that you are gonna be inspired by somebody really specific, by somebody particular, and you are gonna start taking your fitness, shall I say, in a very serious way. And this is so important, because there are certain things which are going to be on your mind, certain ideas when it comes to that. You most certainly need to go with this. Whatever this is, however this is going to happen, wherever this is going to individually lead you, you need to go to do this. You need to follow this. It's not only about your health and about your nutrition and about your energy in general, but it's a lot about very specific people which are about to enter your life. But these specific people which are going to enter your life are going to enter your life through this specific journey. So this is why this is so important, my gorgeous aquamarini, indeed. And also, like, if I suppose if you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP if this can interact with your existing medications or not. But especially, I mean the actual B vitamin, like a complex, for example. So you just need to check this, okay? I have to say that. So now, my gorgeous aquamarini, I'm going to start with the very first day. The very first day, which is literally going to blow you away, is of course going to be good old 1st of January. 1st of January! Yes, on the 1st of January, my gorgeous aquamarini, you are gonna get a very interesting phone call or a very interesting message and information. And this this in itself, it's going to reflect on you like being extremely happy, because it's about the specific accomplishment. But this particular accomplishment, it's to do with something that was draining your energy for the last 4 months in particular. An accomplishment with something that was draining your energy for the last 4 months in particular. This is something very personal to you, but at the same time, this is something that was affecting your confidence actually. So from the 1st of January, there is also this beautiful, you know, a level of confidence which you are going to be showered with at that moment in time, as soon as you become aware of which accomplishment I'm talking about here. Absolutely brilliant. And now, you know, when it comes to that accomplishment, you are, this is going to straight away put you in a really positive and a really optimistic mood as well. And because this accomplishment that you are going to have, you know, it's gonna make you extremely creative about it in particular. But this accomplishment is going to mean to you so much, because it's a lot to do with something that you thought and you think are really responsible for. You see what I mean? So this is like something on a really personal level, but which is also again going to in turn into something really interesting indeed by the time you get to the 17th of January. On the 17th of January, you are going to become aware of an important opportunity. And this opportunity you would otherwise find very, very challenging. It would put you literally off. You would find this opportunity literally too challenging to even pay attention to. But because of that accomplishment that you are going to have on the very 1st of January, you are going to be able to see this in a completely different light. So this is absolutely remarkable time of your life. Just remember, you have an accomplishment on the 1st of January, but then on the 17th of January, you already become aware of a very interesting and very important opportunity for you that otherwise you would run away from on miles, because most certainly and most importantly, you wouldn't feel and you wouldn't be literally ready. So this is how things are going to be connected. Number one is giving you this inspiration, very powerful powerful number, very powerful day. Then number 17, you know, it's like what's going to happen on the 17th. This is the time, the energy of that particular day. It's a lot about us being really intuitive, us being really spiritual, and us being able to kind of drift on the different levels, you know, of our life. You know, by that I mean, like, you just kind of start seeing things from a different angle. And to see things from a different angle, we can only kind of feel this and get to that point in our lives through our own experiences. So this is all coming out of your own experience, my gorgeous aquamarini, indeed. Sorry. And also, what else I was going to say, when it comes to the actual 4th of January, you know that on 4th of January, you are going to have a very unusual, very unusual, but rather interesting realization. It looks like somebody's mask is going to fall. It looks like somebody's very big, dark sunglasses are going to be fall, which means that you are going to be able to see somebody's real face. So that in itself, it's maybe going to disappoint you a little bit, but at least you will know where are you standing with one specific person. You're gonna have a very interesting realization about one specific person that you have to be very careful about, somebody who recently kind of entered your life. But then again, at the same time, that specific person you need to be careful about, because that person is not being honest about something. That person is not being honest about something, and I don't like something about that person, because I don't know, it's about that person maybe using other people, for example, and you know, using other people in different ways. You know, there is something not quite right about this person whatsoever. And this is where you're gonna realize that somebody is thinking about money too much. But it is to do with you, and it is to do with your life, and it's to do with somebody who you've met, like, kind of recently. So at least you will know where are you standing, my gorgeous aquamarini, because you will have this interesting realization. Somebody loves money too much, somebody's using people too much, somebody's very ungenerous, and somebody also is kind of, that particular person is having lots of like kind of difficulties in life as well. I'm just trying to help you to realize and recognize who exactly this is. And I'm glad that you are going to realize this right now, because if you kind of went a little bit further when it comes to that particular person, you know, in like about a few months time, you already wouldn't be able to kind of like protect yourself in a way you're going to be able to protect yourself right now, because you're going to be able to put a stop to something, to put an end to something. So this is rather important indeed. What are you going to do right now? You're going to protect yourself, you know, from people that are indeed being dishonest, my gorgeous aquamarini. And this is ever so important, okay? And also, what else I was going to say, that when it comes to the 7th of January, when it comes to the 7th of January, something is gonna be bothering you on the 7th of January. What are you gonna hear? What are you gonna see? And what are you gonna become aware of? And what are you gonna see? What are you gonna hear? And what you're gonna become aware of, my gorgeous aquamarini? All I can say to you is that you need to voice your concerns, okay? You need to voice your concerns, because there is something that you're going to further find out, you know, which is going to blow you away, but it's to do with a really specific and important information. Again, you wouldn't kind of find out otherwise. This in itself is also important for you to let know people in your life who are very close to you, whether they're going to believe you or not. You just need to spread this on them. You need to let them know. You need to make them aware, because again, this is to do with your spiritual duty. So it doesn't matter whether these people find this ridiculous, whether these people don't believe what you're going to say. It doesn't matter. Your spiritual duty is to let them know. It's entirely up to them, I suppose, their own spirit, because it depends at what levels of spiritual journey they are. But then some spirits, certain spirits are never meant to evolve beyond a certain point anyway. So it really depends, you know, at what stage these people are. What else I was going to recommend you, my gorgeous aquamarini, is this absolutely stunning Indian bloodstone, absolutely powerful. Listen to me very carefully, because Indian bloodstone, you know, or bloodstone in general, is one of the most powerful crystals you can actually get. You know, oh my God, this has been used for years. I mean, for years, for absolute centuries and centuries and centuries. Bloodstone is indeed ancient stone, and they used it in an ancient time, you know, when they used to go to battle, to the battles and things like that, you know, the soldiers or whatever, you know, back in the day, and they would all have a you know, like a bloodstone on them to bring them a good luck and to protect them. Of course, that there is a reason why they felt that this stone is so powerful indeed, you know. And they also used to put it on the graves, you know, on top of the graves many centuries ago, in order to protect people from evil spirits, for example, what people used to believe. Indeed, bloodstone is a very powerful stone to protect you, to give you an energy, but also it does help you to boost your immune system. It balances your emotions, and it's really important when it comes to healthy and long life. When you wear bloodstone, you know, it elevates you and it makes you to be optimistic, and it makes you to be really positive, especially at a time when things are really uncertain. So overall, an Indian bloodstone is absolutely remarkable crystal or stone, which I highly recommend you to get and wear it for the next few months, my gorgeous aquamarine, every time when you feel like it. This comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. The next important date sorry, the next important date, my gorgeous aquamarini, is going to be on the 11th of January. Now this is a big mama. Now we are talking on the 11th of January. This is a massive mama. You're really going to have such a beautiful day. You're really going to have such a beautiful experience. Something is going to happen, and it's going to be completely out of this world. It's going to be outwardly, you know, a really beautiful and important experience, okay, on the 11th of January. But that experience is also, when it comes to that particular experience, you know, you are really going to kind of, something is going to open your eyes here. Something is going to open your eyes. That important experience is bringing a clarity to you, especially when it comes to something that you were so disappointed about yourself. You know, don't get me wrong, but something that happened not that long ago in your past, something that you did, and something that you were so disappointed with. You've done something that you weren't too pleased with yourself, but also when it comes to an outcome with something, it wasn't as good, it wasn't as planned, it wasn't as significant, so you just felt like a little bit disappointed with yourself. So when it comes to the 11th of January, you're gonna be reminded of that, my gorgeous aquamarini. You know, with this beautiful experience that you are going to have, something is going to open your eyes, and you're going to be reminded of something that you've been through, and now you will tap into something again. And this is going to remind you so much of how much do you actually want something specific here. And this is going to really kind of put you on such a beautiful and passionate path, where you are going to come up with some kind of a new plan. What is going to happen to you on the 11th of January is most importantly going to give you like a confidence, my gorgeous aquamarini, okay? It's gonna give you confidence, like a very powerful confidence. And normally, you know, if you have these uncertain efforts when you are doing something, you know, it's natural to keep on question things. But now you're gonna have absolutely none of this. So what is this new plan all about? Well, this new plan is consisting of you like really pretty much so understanding above all that right now you're going to need to abandon something, and you are going to decide to abandon something here. But this is brilliant, this is important, because this is to do with the specific blockage that was preventing you to move on in your life. And I can tell you that, you know, this new plan it was really kind of preventing you to move on in your life. and preventing you to kind of have a really massive and significant change, if you know what I mean. But then again, it's all going to be completely clear to you on the 11th of January exactly what am I talking about here indeed. So now, when it comes to September, before the end of September 2024, yes, I know I jumped to September, but hey, before the end of September 2024, you are going to have an amazing accomplishment because of this. And that it's going to pretty much, so it's to do with your big change when it comes to home, when it comes to your happiness, when it comes to your joy, when it comes to your pleasure, when it comes to your peace, contentment, you know what I mean. And also like a reputation as well. This is going to start the process where you're going to release yourself from some kind of a bondage, and you're going to start to understand things you didn't understand before, especially certain things that you were going through and you couldn't really understand about yourself, maybe why you were acting in a certain ways. You know, it's all going to become clear because you are going to start the process here. Not only you're about to enter through the sacred door, but at the same time you are reaching towards enlightenment. Absolutely mind-blowing indeed. And especially because it's happening on the 11th of January, and I mean this is all even more significant because the number 11, it's all about our spiritual awakening and us connecting and reconnecting with ourselves like never before. And all this is happening in January, which is again the first month of the year. You've got so many number ones to play with, and each of these number ones is bringing a unique energy to you, which is only going to be able to kind of like re-energize you, to push you forward with aspects of your life that you would normally stumble upon with overthinking and doubting yourself at a time when you shouldn't, and things like that. Okay, so now my gorgeous Aquamarine, the next important date, it's going to be on the 16th of January. So on the 16th of January, you know, I'm going to be completely honest with you here, because someone's honesty will like blow you away. Someone's honesty is going to blow you away on the 16th of January. And someone is like kind of going to come clean to you. And that in itself, you're going to find this really important, but this is also going to make a huge impact on your life when it comes to you kind of you know, having a clarity and guidance what to be cautious of. But then on another hand, this is bringing a power, a strength, and such a powerful force into your life. This in itself is going to really give you control over one specific obstacle. This in itself is going to give you control and bring you control over one specific obstacle, my gorgeous Aquamarine. And this specific obstacle is to do with an emotional challenge that is about to be resolved. So you will resolve the issue now when it comes to one emotional challenge. This is so important because it's at the same time going to be a powerful moment of your freedom and a powerful moment of your own liberation. Something is going to happen here and you're literally going to set yourself free. This is brilliant. The question is going to be answered to you, the question you never asked. And when the questions that we never ask are answered to us, there is so much that we realize at that moment in time that needs maybe more care and attention in our lives. So when it comes to you, just do not ignore, you know, the first initial feelings, what they're gonna bring you, like in these situations, like what do you need, what needs more attention and care, because it's coming from somewhere different, from a different dimension, and it is like a clear guidance for you indeed. Okay, the next important date, but before I go there, my gorgeous Aquamarine, before I go for the next important date, I just want to also recommend you very, very highly. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this, natural crazy lace agate. Absolutely beautiful. Very powerful when it comes to different dimensions. Very powerful when we are chilling out. Very powerful when we are resting. resting, very powerful when we are relaxing, because so much insight comes into our mind when we wear this. It does help us to tap into a different dimension, but also at the same time, when it comes to natural crazy lace agate, you know, it enhances mental function. It helps, you know, to heal inner anger and tension. So important when it comes to moving on with life. So it gives you power, it gives you strength, it helps you with determination, you know, it helps you to make intelligent choices in life. And also it creates a sense of security and safety. You know, as soon as you wear it, that balance, you know, it brings that balance instantly when it comes to security and safety. So if you feel a little bit paranoid or a little bit negative, or if you don't feel alright, for example, sometimes people don't sleep for like 2 nights and then they need to do something really important. What you need to do, people don't care, like, oh, whether you slept all night or not. People don't care. People just pay attention to the actual performance, you know. And people can indeed perform under a really, really huge pressure. There's no doubt about it. But why not? You know what I mean? To make things even, you know, more easier for us when it comes to the actual energy. So this is something I highly recommend you. Natural Crazy Lace Agate, my gorgeous aquamarini. This also comes with sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel, my gorgeous aquamarini, as well. The next important date is, you know, before I go to the 31st, there is gonna be the 25th of January. Sorry, I meant 25th. The next important date is gonna be on the 25th of January. On the 25th of January, you know that you are gonna become aware of, on one hand, some kind of a journey. It will be waiting for you. A certain journey awaits. The certain journey is waiting for you. On the 25th of January, you are gonna find out that you are gonna need to go to some kind of a journey. And this was not planned. This was not planned, but this journey is gonna be really, really important, because something is going to happen. And when it comes to that journey, something is going to happen, and you're going to hear something. You're going to have a very important news, but you're also at the same time are going to become aware of a very, very intelligent choice, extremely intelligent choice. So when it comes to that journey, I do advise you to take this very, very seriously, because once you go on that journey, whether it's going to be in January, whether it's going to be on the same day, whether it's going to be in the same week, whether it's going to be on the next month, whenever it happens, you are going to have a very, very important news from someone specific who is going to highlight a very intelligent choice for you. And the intelligent choice that it's going to be highlight, it's to do with some kind of a resolution for you, which is going to reflect on your desire, determination, and pretty much so a rather strong willpower indeed. Okay, you see, this energy is so powerful, because this energy is so motivating that as soon as we become aware of certain things in life, they just immediately start the process of healing. This is what good, positive, and optimistic energy can do. Indeed, the more open we are, the more easier we are moving on in this world, you know, in this crazy world. So the next important date, my gorgeous aquamarini, it's gonna be the 31st of January. Oh my god, this is like a big mama. This is like a one giant mama. In fact, she's like stuck again in the door. I don't know what to do. I can't push her forward, I can't push her backward. You know, she is huge. She can't go through the door, and now I'm in trouble. I'm joking. Now I'm in trouble. She's standing and staring at me. Big mama. No, I'm joking. Please forgive me. Yeah. So on the 31st of January, something mind-blowing is going to happen. Really, something is going to surprise you here. Something is going to surprise you here. Very, very surprising situation. You know, it's to do with an important outcome, an important mind-blowing outcome. And this is pretty much so, you're going to find, it's to do with some kind of advancement here, indeed. But also, it's not only about, you know, an important outcome. outcome. Something is on the 31st of January gonna make you feel so happy, and it's to do with an important outcome, and this is really gonna blow you away. It's really going to surprise you. But on top of that, you're also going to realize, double whammy, you're also going to realize that you're approaching the end of a very difficult problem, and that, you know, it's to do with like a moment of success, your own gain. You know, it's about you becoming aware of the fact that you just overcame really big obstacle and challenge that you've been kind of dealing with. So you're going to find yourself rather victorious here, but also it is going to be an important negotiation and conversation that you are going to need to have with someone. Whether you like this or not, this in itself is going to need to happen, because it's not only about an unexpected situation, it's not only about a really nice and pleasant surprise, it's not only about you overcoming a really big obstacle and problem, but you need to understand that on the 31st of January, this is all going to contribute towards your balance being completely restored. Your spirit is going to awake, and you are going to have this absolutely mind-blowing desire to change. I love it. So this in itself, you are really going to be thinking about making a certain change, making certain alteration when it comes to your life. This is the moment in time and the process of transition. It's about to start when it comes to big change. Now you will know that you're gonna need to make a readjustment, and the readjustment that you're gonna need to make, it's gonna start a process of regeneration. It's gonna start a process of rebirth, because this is something, this readjustment that you're gonna make is just to do with something that you were so unhappy about for way too long. So, and this was also making you to kind of like it was making the whole process of like you kind of when you will start new things or new projects, new things, you should just go with this vibration and energy and be really happy. But then you because things were unresolved in your mind, it was always like kind of keep on reminding you it's there. So mentally, spiritually and emotionally, this was affecting you, but especially when it comes to like a launching new project, when it comes to your creativity as well. So this is absolutely brilliant. And you're also going to remind yourself of someone who really motivated you within the last 3 months. Someone really motivated you about something. Someone really gave you a wicked, amazing, incredible idea. And you're going to remind yourself of that. You are going to remind yourself of that, because now you need to understand that your life is about to bring you a whole new meaning. You're going to move forward with an open mind, and that before you couldn't do, purely because of that problem was left unresolved for way too long. So now suddenly you're going to really kind of remind yourself of like really, you're going to remind yourself, my gorgeous aquamarini, of like what somebody told you like about 3 months ago, within the last 3 months, and you're going to realize that you need to put more efforts right now, more efforts towards a specific goal here indeed, which I suggest you strongly suggest you to do ASAP, as soon as possible. And also, my gorgeous aquamarini, when it comes to those of you in relationships, you know what, I'm going to do this one like that. I'm going to shuffle these tarot cards. There you go. When it comes to the relationships, my gorgeous aquamarini, let's do this live. Let's make it raw. Yeah. When it comes to relationships, my gorgeous aquamarini, and this is going to be for January 2024. Ooh, 2024. So we have got something really bad. Something really bad is going to come to an end. Very dark stage and very dark period is slowly but surely coming to an end. This is when it comes to relationships, and now it's not only about a dark period and a dark stage coming to an end, but also I really like the fact that within the first couple of weeks already in January, you are really gonna be so serious. The couples are gonna be so serious, and you are gonna be seriously considering, you're gonna consider seriously to make, or seriously considering you're going to be seriously considering making certain steps, you know, towards your own happiness. You know how it looks like to me, my gorgeous Aquamarini, that you both are going to be absolutely tired of waiting for something really specific. On one hand, you will be tired of waiting for something really specific, and then on another hand, you are going to feel this need and urge to speed up with something so badly, to speed up with something. And this, what you're going to decide to speed up with, you really need to put this as a number one, both of you, because this in itself is going to change your life for the better. You cannot and you must not allow some kind of a dream to slip away from you. So this is to do with an absolutely integral part of both of your journeys, because it's to do with something that means to you both so much, and it's to do with something that is going to change your whole life forever. But this is to do with the daily day-to-day basis, you know. So it's to do with, like, you know, to do with something that you have both been thinking about for way too long, but nothing was happening, because every single time when you wanted to kind of carry on with that specific plan as a couple, you know, you would run into some kind of a problem, and the problem that you would run into, it would just kind of make you feel really, really negative. You are nurturing your soul, you're nurturing your spirit with this. So when it comes to the couples, you are going to be making very, very important steps when it comes to January, and when it comes to this plan that means so much to you, because you're gonna realize if you wait a little bit longer, you know what I mean, your whole life is gonna go, you know. So this is why this month is actually going to be extremely, extremely important. But also on an emotional level, this is beautiful, you know. Something is gonna happen to the couples this month, and you will realize how much you actually mean to each other. And this is brilliant. Not only it's a lot about an important cooperation in between two people, but also on an emotional level, something is really going to happen, something so significant, and it's going to bring the best out in you, you know. You will see how much your partner means to you, and your partner is going to realize how much, you know, you mean to your partner as well, which is absolutely beautiful indeed. Something is going to bring you closer this month. So now, when it comes to those of you that are single and ready to stranger in the night, no, I'm joking, yeah. So now, my gorgeous Aquamarini, for those of you who are single, what's going to happen in January? Oh, you are, that one just came out like that, look at that. I think that you're going to be like very naughty, and you're going to be sleeping with everyone in January. No, I'm joking. You're going to be sleeping with everybody in January. Joking! No, I think that you are going to be facing, no, being serious, like you are going to be kind of facing a few different people. You're going to have a few different options when it comes to love and when it comes to like fun, for example. So this is a really good sign. Look at this. You know what? My gorgeous Aquamarini, you are going to have so much fun when it comes to January. You're going to have so much fun. You're going to be doing things you've never done before. You're going to visit places you've never visited before. You're going to find the whole month completely mind-blowing how many things can happen unplanned, and how unplanned things are absolutely brilliant. It looks like you are about to step into the whole new world when it comes to January. You're about to step into the whole new world. You're about to meet lots of people you've never met before. As I said before, you're gonna visit places you've never visited before, and you are going to have so much fun. Something really good is gonna happen at the beginning of this month, and you are, my gorgeous Aquamarini, going to realize exactly what are you missing out on and what is is missing in your life, and this is going to shake you up to the point where you're just going to kind of come out of yourself, come out of your comfort zone, and you are going to start doing things you've never done before. You're going to explore things you never explored before. But also on another note, I do see that there are going to be quite a few people that are going to notice you. So this month it's more about having fun. This month it's more about like mingling with people, talking to people, and I do see that you will be getting lots of attention. You're gonna meet some really interesting people. This month it's not about, oh yeah, meeting the love of your life. No baby, no. This month it's about what your soul needs, what your spirit needs. This month it's about you, like, you know, like enjoying yourself, having fun, and enjoying how many people are gonna notice you. So something remarkable is going to happen, you know, through all this that I've said. And sometimes, you know, in this life, we just need like a little bit of fun. We just need to relax a little bit. We need to let go. We must not focus too much on, oh yeah, I want somebody in my life, I want somebody in my life. Because when we focus that we want somebody in our lives too much, we can also, with that intense energy, almost as if we don't trust ourselves, we neglect our spiritual journey by not trusting ourselves. And that way we send a strange, an unusual sign to our spirit and to our soul that like we don't trust ourselves. So this is why you need to get over, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You are gonna have so much fun this month, and this is what's important. Sometimes this is all we need. So when it comes to like January, I do know that you will be having an absolutely great time, but this is all going to be contributing, you know, towards you finally being ready to let somebody into your life, which is going to happen very soon. But now it's time to have some fun indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you all. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.